Here with Hofstra head coach Frank Catalanotto following a wild 12-10 win over LIU. Thoughts on today's game?
Nice to get the win. Crazy game. Kept going back and forth. But some positives that we can take is that the guys battled, the offense battled, continued to score runs, didn't get down, and I thought we had some relievers come in McLaughlin and Hunter and Cade Henry, who did an outstanding job. And that's what we're looking when we're playing these games during the week to see, who can we use on the weekend, and those guys proved that, they should be able to pitch this weekend.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned those last three relievers, McLaughlin, Henry, and Hunter. Just how much did they sort of change the pace of this game, which was just really slow at the beginning, to sort of speeding up and getting better pitching?
Yeah, it was. They were throwing strikes. Hunter in particular was getting ahead with his fastball. I thought his fastball had a lot of life on it today. Cade Henry was throwing his changeup, and they were swinging at that. But just locating the pitches, which we couldn't do early in the game when we were giving up those runs. So it was nice that they were getting strike one, getting ahead, and it was great to see.
Offensively, not two guys here we don't talk a lot about in this offense. Pensili and Michael Floridas both had 3 RBI games today, a couple of hits for each of them. What did you see from them today?
Yeah, it's huge when those guys can give us production, and Michael Floridas it's funny. You sometimes you see he has a few bad at bats in a row, and you're like, man, he's off, and then next thing you know, he squares some balls up. But to drive in those runs, those were some big runs for us, and it's nice to have those guys have productive days today.
Coach mentioned the offense and their resiliency to fight back. How much does that really fuel into each other? Falling behind and being able to come back time again, and how does that play into going into the weekend?
It's huge because it gives the offense, it gives the whole team confidence, particularly the offense. They know that they can string together some hits and score a bunch of runs. And going into the weekend, I think we know our offense is really hitting on all cylinders. We're scoring some runs, and it's good for team morale to just know, hey, even if we get behind, we have a chance to come back and win the game.
Coach, the offense was clicking on all cylinders today, getting 12 runs across the board, but those 12 runs don't necessarily happen without great plate discipline and base running. Can you talk about the importance of that, drawing 8 walks and stealing a couple bags out there?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job at the plate with our approach. Some guys were looking for change-ups in certain situations or breaking balls, and I think Sean Lane walked 4 times and really had some good at bats. So I think it's important that we sometimes you're not going to get hits, but you put together good at bats, long at bats, and make the pitcher work. And also our base running has been pretty good. I mean, obviously early on McCoy getting picked off there wasn't good, but for the most part I feel like our base running's been really good.
Talk a little about defense today, especially Sean Lane made that really tough play off that liner off the first base bag, and then Tino in that unfouled territory.
Yeah, tough play there when that ball hits the bag, and he's got to look up and locate it and find it, and then throw it to a moving target. Really good play there. That inning could have got worse, and a big out. I didn't think there was a chance that Santino was going to catch that ball. It looked like a really tough one, but he made an outstanding play. He's been lights out at third base, so good to see that the defense is still solid.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.